Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Now, today's video, Atac Atac Atac. Yes, we are looking at the Atac. Now, the first time I was playing this tank, I actually really liked it. I wanted to get it. I got very lucky, and I managed to get it very cheaply. So, obviously, I've been playing the tank a lot more. Now, obviously, my mind has changed a little bit. When I first sort of played the tank, I thought it was a very good tank, and it's still the case. It is actually a very good tank. It's different. That's the thing with this tank. It is very different to your usual auto loader. Of course, it does have the 4 shells. However, it is basically like a machine gun. So the DPM is actually very low. We're going to look at the stats after this game. Now, there's a reason it is very low, and that's because most of your shots will probably miss. And once you get into the routine or the habit of knowing that you're going to miss, that you're not going to hit everything, then it's not as bad as you think. If you're going in there thinking, when you look at the DPM, thinking, oh my God, this tank is actually very good DPM. But yeah, you're not going to hit everything. Like, there's 2 shells there. I mean, we hit 469 in a magazine, which is not a lot at all. Like, for a tier 9 tank, a tier 9 light tank, that is not a lot at all. And of course, you have no armor as well. Now, what you do have is that Hesh. So of course, if you can use Hesh, I really would use Hesh, because it will pump up your damage a lot more than if you don't use it. And you can pen a lot of things. I mean, I could have penned that one SU-101 there. Didn't want to, because of course I do want to clear this waffle here. So as you can see now, that is 1600 damage. So I've done a bit more there, but yeah, as I've said, it's nowhere near as good as our first 4. It's nowhere near as good as our first 4, but if you play it correctly, you can still have a really good game. Like, you can still do good. The tank for me is a up close and personal tank. If you don't get up close and personal, then that is when you're going to miss most of your shells. And again, you do have to be very careful also on your magazine reload. You've got a long reload. For what it is, I mean, the reload is quite long. But it's an unusual tank. It really is. I know people wanted it because it's different, which it is. It's completely different to any other tier 9 out there. I mean, I know you've got the Defender, the new Defender, which is like a proper machine gun, and this is close up there with that Defender. It's not going to be often that you're going to get a massive amount of damage all the time. I mean, that's there. Yeah, we hit twice, but we missed one. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of shots that you're not going to hit, or you're not going to penetrate. And, you know, you're not going to finish. I mean, 3k damage with this thing, I'm happy with 3k damage, because it's not often that you're going to be able to get these shots off. I think it looked great as well. The tank, it really does look good. And let's just look at the stats. So of course, you have no armor whatsoever. Your DPM on paper is actually very nice at 2,977. For what it is, that is actually very good. But don't look at the DPM thinking, wow, okay, this is brilliant, because honestly, you're not going to hit that DPM unless you're very lucky, unless all of your shots come up, like if you're going straight into the enemy and they're face hugging you or side hugging you, which is not realistic. But your magazine reload as well at 17.2 seconds, that is quite long. Of course, you have 4 shells in your magazine, and each shell is 3 shots. So you shoot once, 3 shells come out, and you could do that 4 times per magazine. So you've got the potential to do actually a big amount of damage, especially if you can get that Hesh out. You could do an even bigger amount of damage. Now, personally, I don't like the Hesh, because your penetration on your AP is 254, and that's the best you're going to get. So you're going to struggle when you come up against tier 10s. Now, the best thing about it, yes, it's a light tank. You can maneuver around a lot quicker. You can get around enemies. You can get behind them. Then you can use that 167 pen of HE. But frontally, you're not going to pen everything, and there's going to be some tanks that you do struggle. So you've got 90 damage, just 90 damage per shot on your AP, 115 on your HE, and of course 140 on your cheap HE. Your aim time is actually very good at 2.8, the same as your gun dispersion, 0.285, 9 degrees of gun depression, which is nice, and a very nice top speed of 65 kilometers per hour. So yeah, as I said, it's an unusual tank. Some are going to absolutely love the tank. Some are going to absolutely hate the tank. There will be that in the middle, and that's where I am with the tank now. Now, before I was playing it a lot, I was up there at the top. I loved the tank. I think the tank was fantastic. It's very unusual. It's different, and that's why I loved it. But playing it more, I'm struggling more. I'm not penetrating more, I'm losing more, and I'm doing less damage. And of course, over time, you're like, yeah, do you know what? This isn't as good as I first thought. And that's exactly what this tank is. It's not as good as I first thought, but it is still a good tank in certain situations. It's always going to be in certain situations. If you manage to hit almost every single one of your shots, then you're going to love it. I mean, here, yeah, we did hit 3 shots there. Are we going to hit all 3? We hit 1. Do you know what I mean? The next time we hit 1, we hit 2. So you're not going to hit, even if you're aimed in, you're not going to hit every single shot that you're going to have. And even there, look, for a magazine of 17 seconds, I only hit 600 damage. That's not good. That is very, very low there. That is not high at all. So, you know, you have to rely on hitting all of your shots, or most of your shots. Again, we only hit them twice, the 121B there. Again, twice, I think, or was that 3 times? But we're missing or not penetrating more than we're hitting. So, and that's, as soon as you get used to that, as soon as you can get that in your head that you're going to miss more than you hit, then I think the tank will be a little bit better for you. Like, just depends what you expect. Again, if you're expecting 3000 DPM, you're not going to hit it. I mean, there, look, we miss most of our shots, and you can see them going elsewhere. Well, it looks like they're going elsewhere. That's 1700 damage, and again, you're not going to hit a massive amount of damage. If anyone's able to do 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 damage in this tank, hats off to you, because that's going to be a big ask, and that is going to be a lot of shooting and a lot of penetrating, like a lot. So if anyone does that, of course, send me the replays, because I would love to see a very high damage game done in this tank. And yeah, I still like it, definitely like it. I'm glad I've got it, but yeah, it's just nowhere near as good as I first thought it was going to be. It's still a good tank, and you can still perform in it. I'm not saying you're never going to perform in it, but you're probably going to have more bad games than you're going to have good games with this tank. Let me know what you think. It is the Atac, the tier 9 Atac. Let me know what you think, because as I've said, it is going to be one of those tanks. Some people love it and some people hate it. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the Atac. Hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I will catch you all soon. Bye bye.